And of course, the properties are worth 900 to 1.1 or something like that. The builder's taken a $250,000 haircut because he gave them all a VTB.
This episode is brought to you by Shrubs.me.
Did you see the story that Uncle Ron I sent you? Did you listen to it or no?
Maybe. I
Okay,
watch
this is
most
what
of
it
his
is.
shit. Yeah.
He tried to disguise it as Irish people, but I think we all know the communities that bought it, but I guess we shouldn't say it. So they all went up to some northern community outside the city and paid 1.6 to $2 million because this builder was like, "Hey, we think that this is a great opportunity in this small town of wherever." And in the end, everyone went in there and bought, assuming that they were going to flip and assign. And there's like 30 people from this community who all know each other, I guess, or connected now some way. And of course, the properties are worth 900 to 1.1 or something like that. The builder's taken a $250,000 haircut because he gave them all a VTB,
Oh,
right?
God.
Because when he couldn't close, he was like, "Okay, I'll give you the mortgage," which is crazy because he had that kind of equity in the deal. And then he's like, "All right, well, now it's 18 months later. I want my money." And the prices have gone down even further.
Why? Who's this? Where's this? Do we have names? Do we
No,
have
we can't get
company
into we
names?
can't get any information because Ron's keeping it a secret there. Uncle
Oh,
Ron is,
Ron's keeping it a
he's a
secret.
professional. He's a professional. He may not he may just look a
Oh, we're
little
gonna
bit rough around
dig.
the edges, but Uncle Ron's a professional.
We're gonna dig into that, TK. We're gonna
And
dig into that.
that's the type of scenarios that are out there,
Well,
you
it's
know?
funny though, because okay, so yes, you have that scenario rampant everywhere, and you also have the inverse or the reverse or the
Inverse, reverse,
opposite of
opposite.
that.
Mm,
Well, you have luxury condo buildings, boutiques that are selling TK. You have luxury homes, $8 million plus houses that are actually moving quite
hmm
well at the moment. And there are
Yeah,
multiple of these like really high end buildings that are regularly selling units right now, TK.
yeah.
It's unbelievable.
That's a great project, One Thelma.
One Thelma, TK. It's the
Yeah.
cream of the crop, man. How
I got an
lucky
offer going out this weekend over 3 million on a property from one of my
for
buyers
sure.
in a good central Toronto neighborhood. So it's like there are people out there who are like, "Hey, I still need a place to live. And prices are a lot lower than they were before. And my job is stable and I got some money. If you're in the stock market, you're doing well. I've seen some crazy portfolios grow over the last few years. And if
Yeah.
they've got the right stocks in there, like they got so much money. Like they're richer than ever.
Well, I think I think there's a pretty specific buyer for most of these. I think, most of them are in areas that have older, very affluent people that, are living in
There's
outsized homes, right? That
sure.
have cash, lots of it, right?
Yeah.
Lots of assets, and, they own their house and they're not reliant on mortgage rates and what the economy's doing. They're
Yeah.
more reliant on what they want and what they need, right?
Yeah.
Where they where they want it, right?
Yeah.
And this is pretty typical for cycles where, when other things are crashing, if you have something very desirable, there are people in a crash making more money than they ever have before,
Yeah.
right? Especially, there's people in the stock market that actually love it when it goes down, right?
Sure.
Most people,
Buyers.
well, if you're a real investor and you're really invested in that stock that you're in, you're not just a trader, right? Like if it goes on sale, why are you not buying more of it if you really believe in that thing, right? It's
Sure.
like it makes sense, but most people don't invest like that, right?